general.
You know, three games ago, we beat the 5-5 Bengals, making them 5-6, right? That was 3 weeks ago.
Now,
we have lost 3 straight.
And the Bengals have won 3 straight. The Bengals have now 8 wins. They are 8-6.
While we fall to 7-7, ladies and gentlemen.
And the Bengals are 3rd place in the AFC North, while the Steelers have fallen to 4th place in the AFC North. The very last time the Steelers were ever last in their division was back in 1988.
Back when the AFC Central was still a thing. That was the last time the Steelers finished last place in their division. And we still have 3 games.
It's been a long minute.
We still have 3 games for the rest of the season, which consist of the Bengals next week, then the Seahawks, then the Ravens. We have now lost 3 straight, and there's a very good likelihood we could lose out and finish 4th place for the first time in almost 40 fucking years. 35 years, to be exact. In fact, when was the last time the Steelers sat 4th place ever at this point of the season? I'm not talking at the end of the year. When was the last time the Steelers sat 4th place in their division at this stage of an NFL season? I can't recall. I can't tell you. I know I've never seen it.
No, not in my lifetime. Nope.
That is the state of this Pittsburgh Steelers team right now. That is the state of where Mike Tomlin has led the Steelers team. Since beating the 5-5 Bengals, we have now lost 3 fucking straight.
We were sitting very fondly at 7-4. Had 2 easy matchups against the 2-10 Cardinals, lost. Against the 2-10 Patriots, lost. And now the 7-6 Indianapolis Colts,
who are now going to go to 8-6 and are going to further their playoff chances, which they deserve because today, they've already showed all year, but especially today, they showed massive resilience. Massive resilience. And by the way,
with everything that they've dealt with all season, with depth guys all throughout their offense,
even today, which we'll get into, but even today, you see where they're going, man. You see how tough they are
and resilient they are with a first-year head coach and Shane Steichen.
And this is the 3rd time this year Mike Tomlin has gotten out-coached and outplayed by a rookie head coach. DeMeco Ryans, the Arizona Cardinals head coach.
Jonathan Gannon.
Thank you. And now Shane Steichen. And he got out-coached by Bill Belichick in his worst year ever. This is terrible. And by the way, the Steelers now fall not only to 4th place in the division, they now fall at 12% chance of making the playoffs, which we all know they don't deserve. They should not be in. I definitely don't want to see them in playoff football. We already know what the end result's going to be. Just watch the last 4 playoff games. By the way, along with us hitting 4th place in the division and very well likely staying there, this will continue the longest Steelers playoff win drought since before Franco made the play that started the franchise. That is the state of this Steelers team right now. That's how bad it is. And look at the Bengals won today. The Browns are sitting at what, 8-6? I believe they have 8 wins, 8-5, something like that.
They're 2nd place.
They're 2nd place, and they face Chicago tomorrow. The Texans could very well beat the Titans, helping their playoff chances. Pretty much taking our spot in the playoffs. In fact, they already will because they have the win over us.
Not to stop you there, but the Colts just got 30 points.
Wow, 30 unanswered points. Might as well add it for the sake of being.
And this would be the first time the Colts would beat the Steelers
since 2008.
Every other time we've had the Colts number, we've beaten them, and we needed history to be on our side once again, and that wasn't the case. Again, just how bad, how down this Steelers team is.
This is fucking 3. We at one point lost no more than just 1 game in a row. We have now lost 3 in a row. And for those that care about the playoff chances or those that want to be disappointed in the playoffs once again, the Bengals won today. The Browns face Chicago tomorrow. Houston could beat the Titans, and I think Houston already takes our playoff spot because they have beaten us.
Yeah, they got the advantage. They got the advantage.
So they could continue their well-deserved playoff run by beating the Titans tomorrow. The Bills face Dallas. Jacksonville faces Baltimore. In fact, if you look at it from the division alone, each divisional team could very well win their game. Bengals already won. Browns might win. And Ravens might win while we continue to lose. We deserve this Steelers team deserves everything they're getting right now. They deserve all of it. I have zero sympathy. I have zero care. I have zero engagement with this Steelers team right now. They deserve every fucking thing that they're getting. They put themselves in this position. How they amazed 7 wins this year is beyond me.
And they refuse to make any adjustments. They refuse to make any changes. They refuse to get in touch with today's NFL. The one change that they did was fire Matt Canada, and that didn't do a single ounce of anything.
No, because it's still his plays. It's still his scheme. And, of course, we still have Mike Tomlin at head coach, where it doesn't matter who's at OC. It doesn't matter who's at DC. It doesn't matter who's at whatever. As long as Tomlin is in the position he's in, the Steelers are going to go through the same fucking disappointment year in and year out, game after game. As we stand here right now, losing to the Colts for the first time since 2008, sitting in a division at 4th place, which if we remain there will be the first time since 1988. We continue on our playoff win drought since before Franco made the play. I mean, this is all happening in the same season, by the way. If this doesn't light a light bulb in Art Rooney II's fucking mind to make change, I don't know what will. In fact, losing out might be a blessing for the Steelers so that they can acknowledge that, hey, changes aren't necessary. Hey, this isn't our fucking standard. This is not what we settle for. That should be everything that Art Rooney and ownership needs to know that change is necessary. He was delusional earlier this year and said that he thinks Tomlin could win us more championships.
No, fuck he can't, Art the Clown. No, the fuck he can't.
He can't even win us a division. He can't even win us a game against the team we've beaten since 2008, bro. Come on. This should be everything that should tell Art Rooney that you need to make changes. Everything. But the fear is, and the expectation, and what we think is going to happen is just, hey, in 17 years, Mike Tomlin, man, is on his way to possibly having his one and only non-losing season. That's not too bad, right?
Yeah, it took him this amount of seasons. It took him this long to get his first non-losing season.
When in reality, this is just the exact same movie we've seen with Mike Tomlin for the last 5-6 years. This is just 10 times worse. And the Steelers, believe it or not, had a 2-score lead at one point in this game.
We were up, before the end of the first quarter, we were up 13-0. 13-0. We scored 2 touchdowns.
It was 13-0 with 14 minutes left in the second quarter. After a Mitch sneak for a touchdown, a blocked punt by Connor Hayward, picked up by Nick Herbig at the 1, and Deontay caught a touchdown. Again, this time he could actually celebrate.
Yeah. At that time, yes, he could.
But after that, it didn't even take the Colts 3 minutes to score a Zach Moss touchdown and respond. And after that, they never stopped.
They did not.
And we never recovered. Even the Colts failed on a 4th and 1, a turnover on downs.
They missed a field. Matt Gay missed 2 field goals.
And they still scored 30 on us. The Colts made mistake after mistake after mistake.
Michael Pittman dropped a pass, dropped a first down. That was before he was taken out by DeMonte Casey with a big hit.
While the Steelers were doing almost everything right to start the game. But just like the Colts have shown all year, they are super resilient and they bounce back dominantly. 30 unanswered points.
And the Steelers, they were hot. They had their foot on the gas pedal and they let loose of that. And the Colts took over and they never looked back.
Dude, we didn't even get any extra points after Deontay's touchdown.
No.
We didn't even get close.
No.
And the one time we could even try to make it kind of close, not really, but kind of close, we could have kicked a 57-yard field goal with Chris Boswell in a dome, mind you.
In a stadium. But Mike Tomlin elects to kick a punt or punt the ball with Presley Harvin.
So Chris Boswell, who's made damn near 60 yardage in Heinz Field, you take him off of Lucas Oil Stadium, which is a dome inside, and you elect to not kick the field goal and elect to not make it somewhat close.
Dude, I would love to hear Mike Tomlin's explanation, or more so his excuse for why he would not decide to kick a field goal and make at that time was an 11-point game. If you chose to kick the field goal, Boz made it. would have been an 8-point game. Now, Boz did miss an extra point, 13-0. Boswell missed the initial extra point. But that's no excuse.
No.
That's no reason to shy away from Boswell, who's been your most consistent and reliable freaking guy to get points on the board because your offense can't.
Yep.
That's no reason to shy away because he missed an extra point. There's no reason to shy away from not kicking a 57-yarder in a stadium when he's done it time after time at Heinz Field.
Exactly.
Makes no sense. I would love to hear Tomlin's excuse.
I would love for anyone in the media in that post game to ask Tomlin, hey, why did you elect to punt it instead of kick it with Boswell? Now, again, regardless if he elected to have Boswell kick or not, it wasn't going to make a lick of a difference. It's just a matter of game management and going for the field goal and making it a close game, making it a close bout. It's just fundamental, basic shit like that. But it appears Tomlin just gave up. Was he living in his fears because Boz missed the extra point? That's what it appears to be.
That's 100% what it was. That's exactly what it was. Tomlin always says.
But even after that, the Colts still put points on the board.
Oh, they never stopped. Again, they never stopped.
They had at
They
one
never
point,
stopped.
Michael Pittman was out for the rest of the game after a clean hit from DeMonte Casey. Very old schoolish, very hard football hit. Clean, very hard hit. It looked worse live than it did on replay.
Yeah. But
Pittman walked under his own power, but was out the rest of the game, and Casey was wrongfully ejected.
Disqualified, yeah.
Regardless, after that, they had mostly depth players as targets.
Yeah, because Zach Moss, who got the Colts' first points on the board, after that play, he was out with an injury. So he didn't come back in after that touchdown. So they lost their number one wide receiver, Michael Pittman. They lost their running back 2 and Zach Moss, considering running back 1, Jonathan Taylor, was already out several weeks. They already lost Anthony Richardson for the year back in week 5.
And it didn't make a lick of a difference for the Colts, dude. It did not.
Dude,
Minshew threw for 3 touchdowns. Trey fucking Sermon, who's been a journeyman since coming into the league out of Ohio State for the Niners, for the Eagles, now for the Colts. 88 rushing yards. 88.
He's their third stringer, by the way. Their fourth stringer, Tyler Goodson.
Who?
11 carries, 69 yards.
He had 0 touches heading into this game. 0 touches. His stats today are now his career stats. DJ Montgomery, who hasn't caught a pass since 2021. You want to talk about journeyman? Look at this guy. He dropped a touchdown on that fourth and goal situation, but responded immediately with a following touchdown. And then Mitch throws an interception, and then the fucking Colts respond with a touchdown immediately.
Are you talking about the Najee fumble?
Or the Najee fumble.
No, Najee fumbled there. That's when Mo Alley Cox responded with an 18-yard touchdown. Gardner to Mo Alley Cox.
Yeah,
Mitch threw a pick later. That was the last throw Mitch threw in the game.
The turnovers didn't help either. Mitch threw 2 interceptions. Najee couldn't get anything going. Warren couldn't get anything going.
No, the ground game was non-existent. For a rushing defense that allows an average 145 yards per game in the Colts rush defense, we couldn't get anything going.
And then Pickens had 2 catches for 30 yards on the opening drive and only had 1 catch after that.
1 single catch.
Like, what the fuck? What in the fuck? The offense was atrocious today, dude. They had a decent hot start. And then
the whole team.
They just stopped.
Not just the offense. Not just the offense, but the whole team. The defense had a hot start too, because the first quarter we had like 3 sacks. TJ Watt had 2 of them. Larry Ogunjobi had 1.
We had a blocked punt.
But after the first quarter,
we got conservative. It's as simple as that.
After the first quarter, they went away.
To no one's shock. We were up 13-0, and Tomlin just sat back in his Santa Claus slippers. I'm just going to just relax here. We're up 2 scores, man, I don't know when was the last time that ever happened for us, but I know the last time that happened, we also got conservative, and I think we might have lost the game, but still, we're going to sit back and relax.
Oh, we did our average. We did our job. We did what we could. Now we're just going to let our defense carry the fucking load, when in the NFL, you can't do that nowadays.
Especially when Casey got ejected, Micah got hurt with an ankle injury.
So our safeties are fucking bare.
Michael Walker sucks at linebacker. We are so bare at safety and linebacker. It seems like every year we can't catch a break at either of those positions, depth-wise. It's like towards the end of the season, down the line, we're always trying to find anybody possible.
It's overall,
it was terrible. We let an entire Colts depth offense go down the field and torch us.
just wreck our defense,
And
wreck our secondary.
No disrespect, but pretty much nobody's going down the field and having career highs. Scoring on us, getting chunk yardage, big plays. The offense, turnover after turnover after turnover. Nothing substantial.
Nope.
No urgency, no motivation after 13 points. We opened halftime. We opened the second half 13-14. And the Steelers responded with nothing. Nothing. They just let the Colts come back, and we just sat back and took it. Did nothing.
Oh, they got comfortable. They got comfortable, complacent, conservative, you freaking name it.
And
Everything that defines Mike Tomlin.
And thus now, we are fourth place in the division. We are dead last in the division right now. I don't know when was the last time that happened at this stage in the season, but I can't recall. I'm going to have to search through the fucking phone books to find it.
Based off the season, based the way the Steelers have been playing, they absolutely deserve to be in fourth place.
They deserve everything. They deserve it all. They don't deserve the playoffs. They deserve these 3 losses. They put it on themselves. They did.
And they're not doing a damn thing about it.
Nope.
And I know for a fact that they won't.
And this game, man, out of everything this year, man, I mean, if it already wasn't clear, but this game out of everything really goes to show you just how stale, how outdated this team is.
Big time.
Look at the fucking Colts today. They had an all-depth offense and still put 30 on the board after being down 13 points. Yes, we've suffered through injuries. Yes, we have a backup quarterback. But look what we're doing with our backups. And look what the Colts are doing with Shane Steichen at head coach.
And his first year.
I mean, come on.
His first year.
Come on, dude. If that doesn't explain to you that change is necessary, I don't know what will. We have given you literally like 5 or 6 bullet points of why change is necessary from this fucking game alone. What more do you need? What more do you need?
But no, keep throwing out the narrative that, oh, well, if Mike Tomlin wasn't here, the Steelers only have 3 losses. Oh, if Mike Tomlin gets dropped, if he gets fired, he'll only get picked up in 5 seconds. Be my fucking guest, coach.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Be my guest.
In fact, please. Are we winning a championship with Tomlin? No.
Have we won a championship with Mike Tomlin?
15 fucking years ago.
What have we done since then? Non-losing seasons.
What success does he have with those non-losing
Barely
seasons?
a playoff appearance. Only for us to get blown out.
Again, this should be a massive wake-up call for everyone in the front office for change to be needed. It's not going to happen after this game. It's probably not going to happen immediately. But it's definitely not going to happen after the season. I have zero reason to believe that Art Rooney is going to do the right thing. Zero reason to believe that Tomlin is going to be out of the Steelers head coaching job after the season. But for the first time in his career, Art Rooney II should go to Mike Tomlin, have a private meeting, and say, this is not fucking acceptable. This is not. We appreciate everything you've done for this franchise, but this is not acceptable. So if I want to keep you for next year, which I know I will, you're on the fucking hot seat.
Or just go up straight to Tomlin and tell him, loosen your grip that you got on the team and make some changes. If you refuse to make changes, if you're going to continue to be the way that you are, then you're out of here. You're done.
Or if they're going to keep him, exactly. Just take some power from him, do the right things for the coaching, and tell him he's on the hot seat. But even then, that's not going to make changes. The changes that are going to be made is when this guy is gone. We know this.
This team is so down, so bad. And ownership just as much. It's that bad to a point I have zero faith in this franchise.
I have zero faith in this franchise. I have never been more disengaged with the Steelers team. In fact, I never thought that this team would be in this type of situation. That is how far away from the Steelers standard we really are. This is not what we settle for. You can call it spoiled. You can call it whatever the fuck you want. I call it the Steelers standard.
We have a reputation that needs to be fucking lived up to.
Dude, even in the years post Bradshaw, we weren't in this bad of a playoff drought or a playoff win drought. Look it up. Look at the history. Look at the numbers.
Yeah.
It tells you right there. And the Steelers, man, they closed the fucking door on their season. I'm officially saying it. Season over. They now have a 12% chance. That 12% to me looks like a fucking 0.0.0.
If they want a shot at saving their season, if they want a shot at making the postseason, which at this point they don't deserve, and we know the outcome. We all know the outcome, absolutely. But if they want to showcase any fight, any heart, they want to showcase what it's like to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, to showcase true Pittsburgh Steeler football, they got to win the rest of their games. Is that going to happen? Fuck no.
Yep.
That's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. As far as I know, they may just lose out the rest of the way. How the fuck does this team have 7 wins?
I don't know.
How the fuck did we beat the Baltimore Ravens?
And it's all thanks to the man in charge, Mike Tomlin. And you can tell it's bleeding into the locker room. It's bleeding into the on-field play. No one just gives a shit.
Nobody.
There's one, maybe 2 players that really do give a shit out there.
I'm just seeing on Twitter right now, Devin Bush is posting laughing, crying emojis.
Devin Bush?
Yeah.
Devin Bush? What?
Yep. Right here. Crying, laughing emojis. Devin Bush is laughing at this fucking team. I know.
Why the fuck is he? First of all, he has no reason to laugh at us. But if you want to look at it from a different side, when we have Devin fucking Bush laughing at us on social media, Devin Bush, one of the worst first-round draft picks in Steelers history. Probably the worst trade in Steelers history.
Do I got to bring up Kendrick Green earlier in the year?
Bro, we got all these fucking bums that are doing nothing out the franchise, which, again, gives them no reason to fucking laugh. But when they're laughing at us, come on, dude.
Now, keep in mind, because they were bums, and they are bums. And we're replacing them with supposedly better talent, but it's not making a look of a difference. It's actually made us a little worse. Yeah. We look worse replacing the bums we once had. And they're laughing at us.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be a better team heading into this year, right?
The only way is up. You can only go forward. Tomlin is the only guy that could do the polar opposite.
The offensive scheme sucks. The defensive scheme sucks, and the head coach sucks. It all stems from the same guy. You get rid of him, you get rid of it all. It's as simple as that.
And that's what we need. That is what we need.
We're not leaving that stance. This year, man, unfortunately confirmed all of our fucking fears about Mike Tomlin. In this game, absolutely just nailing the coffin on our season. I'm not even trying to have any hope or faith, as people would say. I used to be that fan. I'm no longer. Why? Because I've seen this shit how many fucking times?
I'm tired of being let down. We are tired.
I'm done with this.
We
I'm
are
fucking
tired.
done, bro.
We are tired
We got
of being
3
let down.
more sorry-ass games to watch. I'm sick of this shit. I'm fucking sick of this shit. This team should not be in this fucking position. It should not. But goddamn it, they deserve it.
And it's their own fault. It's their own fault.
Wow.
This team has no preparation.
Fucking wow.
This team has no discipline. This team has no resilience. This team has nothing. This team is nothing.
No. Again, you might want to call us spoiled. I don't think that's even a fair argument. See, people will look at that and say, well, you've had 3 head coaches since 1970 or since 1969. You know, you have 6 Super Bowls in that time frame. Yeah, you're spoiled. But my fucking argument is we've been 9-8, 9-7, whatever the fucking record's been for how many years now. We haven't won a playoff game since 2016. How am I spoiled? We are on our longest playoff win drought since pre-1972. How am I spoiled?
Dude, I am so fucking glad you said that. I am so fucking glad you said that out loud.
We're going to close it there.
That's it.
We're going to close it there. You guys let us know your guys' thoughts down below, man. Fuck this team. Fuck this game. The Steelers lost 30-13. It's crazy to think we were up 2 scores at one point. And look at the score now. This is fucking embarrassing. This is absolutely atrocious. Season over.